wisdom behind depression. Are you actually having an emotionally appropriate response to the context and the conditions that you're in? Are you in environments that don't support your well-being, don't support your thriving, maybe are even harmful to it? And do you just blame you instead of seeing what's going on around you? There's a quote that I include in my book, Finding Your Unhappy, and it says, before you diagnose yourself with depression or low self-esteem, first be sure that you're not surrounding yourself with assholes. So could some of your depression actually be the effect of the environment that you're in, the situations that you find yourself in, the conditions that you're in? I read a statistic one time that said the fastest growing population on antidepressants is kindergartners. Now, I was shocked to read that. I have worked with kids most of my life, and that was really kind of disturbing to me. But what it told me is that something was really wrong with the context and conditions that those kids were growing up in. And I could almost guarantee you that if you move those children into an environment where their needs were getting met, where they were being nurtured, where they were having developmentally appropriate expectations and engagements, the things that cause them to be depressed or need antidepressants would not exist anymore. What if some of that's true for you too, and you're having an appropriate response to unhealthy contexts and conditions, and if you made a change to some of those, might you not feel depressed anymore? I know a lot of people that confuse their depression and think it really is just something wrong with them, and lack the ability to really see that, no, actually you're in a shitty situation, you're in a bad environment, your family's not that kind to you, and maybe it isn't just you, maybe it is that you're being affected by the world around you and the environment around you. I grew up in the world of spirituality, self-help, personal development, and in that culture is this kind of idea or belief that we should be able to change anything, that it's all about our consciousness, it's all about our energy, it's all about how we show up in life. And that can easily be twisted into, like, I'm the problem, and if I can just fix me, everything will be okay. Now, recently I was thinking about that, and I was thinking about how kind of absurd that is. If you're in an environment, let's say you live in a house where there's mold and it's causing you to be sick, what do? You get yourself out of that environment before you try to heal, before you try to take care of yourself. And other times, like if there's some factors that are contributing to your ill health, you're going to take care of those factors first before you try to take care of your physical body. Otherwise, it's just crazy. Well, what if it's the same with mental health and depression? What if you are in contexts and conditions that are adversely affecting you, and yet you're trying so hard to be happy, to feel better, to do whatever's required to get to a better place, but you're missing that you're in a toxic environment. You're in a place that is adversely affecting your mental health and your psychological well-being, and yet you just think, oh, if I just try a little harder, if I just work on my stuff, then I should be happy. No, let's acknowledge that sometimes the context and the conditions that you are in are contributing to your well-being or lack thereof to such a degree that the best choice is just to get yourself out, just to change those environments, just to shift the context and conditions that you live in so that you can find more ease and more peace in your life, and you can start to heal some of the depression, the issues around depression, without the perpetual bombardment and challenge to your mental health and well-being. I have a chapter in my book about this, Finding Your Unhappy, The Soul Searcher's Guide to Peace and Happiness in Everyday Life, and I have an exercise about looking at what are the contexts and conditions of your life that maybe aren't contributing to your well-being, and what you can do to start to identify them and shift them and change them. If you'd like to get a copy, you can get a free ebook at findingyourownhappybook.com. And thanks for watching.